News at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Jen Lask. Danville police say they've arrested a man for murder after a January home invasion turned deadly. It's new at noon. Police arrested 30-year-old Reggie Haywood, who's been charged with first-degree murder, home invasion, and armed robbery. They say Haywood was involved in an armed robbery on the 19th that led to a homeowner shooting one of the other robbers, Jordan Valdez Parrish. Parrish later died at a hospital. Police say Haywood is responsible for what led up to Parrish's death. His bond has been set at $10 million. Closing arguments are underway in Michael Henslick's murder trial. Jurors in Holly Cassano's murder trial saw videos of the suspect confessing to the crime yesterday. Henslick is accused of killing Cassano in her Mahomet home in 2009. WCIA 3's Aaron Eads has the story.
Did you kill her or not? How? Where?
The jury heard Henslick telling investigators he had sex with Cassano's dead body. That part the investigators believed. Here's what they didn't believe. Henslick told them he and Cassano also had consensual sex before he killed her.
You know why you killed her. You took off like a little rat. You squealed away. Because you did it for different reasons. Consensual stuff. Come on. That's not why people kill people. You don't have consensual sex and then kill somebody.
Despite their pressure, he stuck to that story even after admitting he went to the kitchen, picked out a steak knife, then went to Cassano's bedroom and stabbed her dozens of times. A state police forensic scientist also testified. She tested evidence from the case and told the jury Henslick's DNA was found on samples of blood and semen taken from Cassano's body and items in her home.
I was able to obtain a DNA profile at 23 locations for Laboratory Exhibit 9E, and Michael Henslick cannot be excluded or is included as a contributor to this human male DNA profile.
That didn't stop Henslick's defense team from questioning it. They questioned why the scientist didn't check the evidence for Henslick's brother's DNA, saying it could have changed that probability ratio. But the scientist said it wouldn't be much different.
That was Aaron Eads reporting. Henslick faces up to life in prison if convicted. We have new information on a deadly plane crash in Sangamon County. The report from the NTSB says the plane crashed after issues with icing conditions and navigation. Former Springfield Mayor Frank Edwards, Sangamon County Coroner Cinda Edwards, and friend John Evans died in the crash. Evans was flying the plane and told tower control, "We've got a problem," before the tower lost contact. The plane crashed seconds later. And with Cinda's death, Sangamon County was in need of a new coroner. Jim Allman was sworn in this week, and he served under Edwards as her chief deputy. Allman has worked in the Sangamon County Coroner's Office for almost a decade. In Piatt County, the board chair ran his first meeting since his indictment, as some are calling for his resignation. A grand jury indicted Ray Spencer on charges of forgery and official misconduct a month ago. Since then, Spencer has remained board chair and has continued running county business. It's legal, but the board could also vote to remove Spencer. So far, they haven't tried. Assistant State Attorney Elizabeth Dobson told board members they can't say they don't have the right to remove him.
It is incorrect to legally say, for anyone to say, that you cannot conduct a process and remove a chair. You are, the responsible answer may be that you choose not to, but it's not that you cannot legally do it.
Board member Randy Schumard also spoke, saying he believes the board can't afford any more problems. He says the board is suffering from a lack of leadership that needs to be dealt with quickly. The new resource officers at Urbana schools are back from their training. The school board voted to add the officers in November, and that was after issues with fights at both the middle and high schools. Michelle Robinson is the SRO at the middle school, and she says the training taught them not only how to protect students, but also how to understand them.
A lot of our kids that act out, it's not, there's a base behind it. There's a lot of things going on at home, you know, compared to come to school. And when they come to school, you know, that's the place for them to express themselves.
Robinson says the fights are down at the school since she started. She also says many students seem more comfortable telling her things they do than other staff members. Building those relationships is what Robinson says helps bridge the gap between the community and police. The Sangamon County Sheriff's Office is making sure people aren't bringing any contraband or illegal materials into the jail. They have a new full-body scanner similar to what you see at airports, and it's set up at the back of the building's entrance. Officers are already patting somebody down that they brought into the jail, but if they believe somebody may have a weapon or drugs hidden on their person, they would have to do more thorough searches, and now they can just use this machine, which gets the same results while being much less intrusive.
On occasion, we do have things in here, not very often. In fact, it's a very rare occurrence, but it's one of those things that if it happens one time, we certainly could have a big issue with that, and this involves the safety of every inmate in the jail.
The machine cost $180,000, including wiring and extra computer equipment, but that wasn't taxpayer money. It came from the Inmate Wellness Fund, which is collected from inmates buying items at the commissary. Arrangements have been made for a Central Illinois student who died after coming down with the flu. Visitation for Joey SANDHAAS is today at the Butler Funeral Home in Chatham. His funeral will be tomorrow at Westside Christian Church in Springfield. The Glenwood High School junior passed away on Monday after the flu turned into pneumonia. Flooding is a problem WCIA is very familiar with, but the town is hoping something can be done about it. There was a meeting last night to talk about the issue. Officials looked at a study done on the Iroquois River that's been the source of the flooding. The company that did the study says they found there was erosion along the river, and they say there's been more frequent rainfalls in recent years. They say one way to deal with it is to be prepared for it.
Some of the solutions we have for this area has to do with adaptation to the situation. In other words, adaptation in terms of flooding means that to recognize flooding is going to happen and to be ready for it through response plans.
There will be a referendum on the March ballot that would create the Iroquois County River Conservancy District. Officials say it would reduce the impact of flooding in the county. Fire departments are asking you to help them by clearing any snow from piling up around the fire hydrants. Snow can accumulate and block the hydrants, so there needs to be clear access so that when firefighters get to the scene, they don't have to waste time having to shovel out the snow themselves.
As they're clearing their sidewalks or driveways with whether it's a shovel or a snow blower, we encourage them not to blow the snow or put the snow around the hydrant. Better yet, it's better if people can actually remove the snow around the fire hydrant that's in front of their home.
They're also asking people to keep their sidewalks clear of snow and ice so that firefighters and others don't slip and fall while responding to those emergencies. And with this cold weather, I mean, that's really important.
Yep, and it's going to be hard to do that, too, because now everything is just so crusty out there because the snow had a lot of water in it, and now that's all frozen. The good news is, though, is that we don't have to wait for it for too long for it to melt, as temperatures will be warming up very quickly. But still, though, get those fire hydrants cleared off immediately if you've not done so already. Our weather window from Champaign still has the snow on the ground, and it's going to be there for overnight tonight as well, since temperatures will be chilly. However, we do have a big warm-up to talk about as well, and rain coming in for next week as well. So we'll talk all about that next.
WCIA 3 News is brought to you by Transitions Hospice.
Find huge savings now through Sunday during Menards Crazy Day Sale. Save $40 on this Corver rocker recliner, just $149.99. Dutch Boy Forever interior flat paint and primer in one is $17.98 a gallon after rebate. Ironstone click vinyl plank flooring with attached pad is $239 a square foot. Guardian R25 fiberglass insulation is $9.99 a roll. These deals are so crazy they're available in-store only while supplies last. So hurry in to save big during Menards Crazy Day Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Buy more, save more during the fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 fantastic days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. With the best selection at the lowest prices guaranteed, it's the perfect time to design a new living room, dining room, bedroom, or fall into a new mattress and check out doorbusters while they last. Plus, 7 years no-interest financing. But don't wait. The fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Rehab, recover, and return home with the Bounce Back program offered at the Hawthorne Inn of Danville. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapists provide exceptional rehabilitative care to patients requiring therapy after an injury or hospital stay. Our Bounce Back neighborhood offers beautiful suites, private restaurant-style dining, and a home-like atmosphere.
Liberty Village, where neighbors are friends and life is carefree, simply the finest.
But the crop I'm most proud of are our 7 children who grew up to be strong, Trump-loving Christian conservatives. Today, Democrats are turning freedom of religion into freedom from religion, degrading our Christian values and our way of life. That's why I'm running for Congress. I'll put an end to godless socialism, defend the unborn, and support President Trump's America First agenda. I'm Mary Miller, and I approve this message.
Cool like the cat and get the year-round lasting protection that Owens Corning Roofing delivers.
Come down and play the Price is Right game at the Lands Inc. WCIA 3 Home and Garden Expo. I'll be your host for all the fun and prizes Saturday, February 22nd at 1 and 4, and then Sunday the 23rd at noon and 3 at Lincoln Square in Urbana.
Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jack Gervin.
Well, we all know it was very cold this morning. In fact, a lot of us started off in the negative numbers. 6 below 0 was the low in Champaign, 7 below in Pontiac, Bloomington, Watsika. It was 0, though, for the low in Paris and 4 in Effingham. So hopefully you didn't have any car issues this morning. Temperatures are warming up, though, into the teens. So it's still going to be a below average day today, but the sunshine will be nice. So for Valentine's Day, we've got temperatures that'll be eventually topping out into the middle and upper teens this afternoon. And the good news is that even though it is below average overnight tonight, our temperatures don't really fall off a whole lot because we expect a warming trend to start as early as tomorrow. So it really can't get that cold tonight if we're going to be bouncing up some 20 degrees for tomorrow. So about 36 for the high on Saturday, up to 43 on Sunday. And Sunday is probably going to be the nicest day of the week since it's dry. We're going to see more in the way of some sun here and there, and it's not going to be looking at rain chances like we have for Monday and Tuesday. But after that system comes through, we do have a little bit of a cool down here for Wednesday and Thursday. Overall, though, it's going to be a pretty normal forecast for us in terms of our temperatures, if not even warmer than normal with those 40s. So today really is the cold day that we're dealing with. And you've got our Flooring America weather camera up from Danville on our Roofing Dog iNet. Typically, as is the case, the coldest days are also the sunniest days. So the sunshine looks nice, but it is obviously cold out there. Temperatures with many spots in the single digits. Storm Tracker Doppler totally clear, so we've got that. That's nice for us. Off to the northwest, also looking clear as well. However, you've got some snow showers across parts of Montana. That's actually a small little system that will be kind of skirting through the northern Great Lakes for us on Saturday, and it will eventually get into parts of our viewing area by later on Saturday evening. It's a very small chance that we'll see maybe a few snowflakes and a few raindrops. That's about all we can expect out of that. Temperatures, though, from this morning have warmed up still in the single digits for a lot of us, but at least we're all positive now. Champaign still is a cold spot at 4 degrees, but Paris is up to 10, Effingham is up to 15, and we've got Decatur and Springfield that are up to 7 degrees. Wind chills, though, are still chilly. We've got them below 0 still. However, they're no longer in that 20-degree below 0 range like it was this morning. Got them about 5 to 10 degrees below 0. So for the rest of the day today, temperatures are stuck in the teens, but we will at least have a lot of sunshine, and it will stay clear for us overnight tonight. So our highs today will be around 18 or so with west winds at around 2 to 10 miles per hour. And then still obviously cold tonight and below 0 or below average. But our temperatures will stay above 0 and will likely only drop off a few degrees from the actual high temperatures from this afternoon. This weekend, though, like we said, we've got temperatures that are much warmer. Just a very small chance of a mix on Saturday with temperatures around 36. And on Sunday, we have the Great American Race down in Daytona. The Daytona 500 starts at 1:30 our time, about 75 degrees there. Have to look out for a couple of rain showers that'll be likely dotting the Florida Peninsula. There's our small chance on Saturday for us to get that little bit of a mix. Otherwise, though, we're waiting until Monday for our next system, which will bring us rain showers primarily with a little bit of some changeover to snow by Tuesday. So your 7-day forecast is chilly for Valentine's Day today, but we're back into the 30s and 40s for the weekend. Monday for President's Day, we've got temperatures around 47, and there'll be a chance of rain there, and then it cools down a little bit by next week. But you know, Jen, you were out in the cold this morning. Good news is, though, by Monday morning when you're out doing your live shots, it'll be much warmer.
That's good news. All right, well, thank you so much, Jack. And before we get to this next story, we do have an update on the Michael Henslick trial. Aaron Eads is reporting that the state's rebuttal is over and the jury is now off to deliberate on this. Again, He is charged with the rape and murder of Holly Cassano, and we will have much more on this online and on WCIA 3 News later. Now, moving on back to our other news stories, a Teutopolis High School student has made it her mission over the years to inspire kids with cancer, all while suffering from the disease herself. Elizabeth Widener has had neuroblastoma for 4 years, but just last week she began treatments for new cancer spots on her spine. WCIA 3's Andy Olson has the story.
Elizabeth Widener has been battling cancer for all of her teenage years. She's kept her spirits high during the fight by becoming an honorary Illini cheerleader and being a WCIA Kid to Know. With new cancer spots and a new fight ahead, people are rallying by shaving their heads and having a t-shirt fundraiser. Her dad says it's been keeping them all going.
It means so much to us to have that support behind us and know that, you know, we're not, as the t-shirt said, no, in this town, no one fights alone. And I really feel that's the case with her.
People have bought more than 1,000 t-shirts. Her high school athletic director and biology teacher has been leading the charge.
It's kind of typical of our community. We're a close-knit community. You know, in the past, we've had a lot of other things that have taken place that people just push. They get together, they band together, they help each other out.
Hundreds wore the shirts to the Pomerette State qualifier last weekend. To help them further, one person pledged $50 for each student to shave their head and $200 for each girl to do it. He says they wanted a way to not only raise money, but make her feel better.
This would be way better to get the whole community involved, see how many kids are willing to participate in it, and just have Elizabeth come back and be able to see everybody with the shaved heads and kind of laugh with everybody about it. So I thought that'd be fun.
Her dad says Widener's new treatment has been tough, but she's still fighting.
Just continues to amaze us at the things that she does. Very proud of her. She's my hero, so.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Ryan Dallas Real Estate.
Full Court Friday.
Covering high school basketball.
With highlights of all the action. Join our team for Full Court Friday.
Friday night at 10 on WCIA 3. Sponsored by Loman Ray Insurance and Illinois State University.
Inman Place, a vibrant 55-plus community in downtown Champaign, where residents are treated with dignity and respect. Enjoy 3 meals a day, beautiful apartments, pet-friendly, and transportation to take you to your appointments and more. Tour Inman Place today.
Your life doesn't need to slow down just because you have problems getting around. Are you tired of waiting for that ride? Being dependent on others? You don't have to. Get out there, be independent, do the things you want to do when you want to do them. A new scooter or power wheelchair from MedServ in Urbana will let you live life your way. MedServ, your center for independence.
Through Monday at Carpet Weavers, it's our President's Day penny sale. Buy 4 feet of any flooring and get the 5th foot for a penny. Any carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, or tile floors store-wide. Save hundreds on every floor, including Mohawk Smart Strand Forever Clean Carpet. Buy 2 pieces of our top quality furniture or accessories and get the 3rd piece for a penny. Plus, buy with 2 years special financing. It's the President's Day penny sale at Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture.
Hurry, sale ends Monday.
Life's most precious moments, made on the prairie. Best Western Plus, Green Mill Village Hotel and Suites and Convention Center.
Everything must go in American Freight. Don't wait. Take it home today for $50 and no payments for 60 days. Mattress sets from $49 each piece. Memory foam sets from $119 each piece. Sofas from $198. Sectionals from $298. 3-piece bedroom sets from $198. 3 rooms of furniture, 18 pieces from $998. Free layaway till tax time or longer if needed. Same-day delivery ends February 29th. Convenient locations in Champaign and Decatur.
eBrookFest is all about sharing powerful stories, particularly stories that evoke empathy and compassion.
Inman Place, a vibrant 55 plus community in downtown Champaign, where residents are treated with dignity and respect. Enjoy 3 meals a day, beautiful apartments, pet-friendly, and transportation to take you to your appointments and more. Tour Inman Place today.
The NYPD takes care of its own. Whatever it takes.
On new Blue Buds, tonight 10/9 Central on CBS.
I was friended by someone claiming to be God. They started sending me friend suggestions for people in need of help.
So we help them.
Reconnecting families, even saving someone's life.
We are basically the Justice League.
A new God Friended Me, Sunday on CBS.
The cold weather isn't slowing things down for flower shops as they get ready for their busiest day of the year. Blossom Basket owner Ron Bailey says he has Valentine's Day down to a science. They've already filled up heated trucks with arrangements ready to head out the door. And a lot of these flowers are tropical, which means this cold weather isn't really good for them. So Bailey says they have a rule that flowers can't be outside for longer than 10 seconds.
Any flower will not last very long, especially at 0. So anytime it's below 32 degrees, we're wrapping or getting stuff in and out very quickly. This is our Super Bowl, so we've got to be ready to go on Valentine's Day.
Bailey says they've been preparing all week for the holiday, and they are going to be delivering around 600 to 700 flower arrangements today alone. And it's not too late to order, so make the call if you haven't yet, but call early because drivers are trying to be done with deliveries within the next 5.5 hours. One of the jobs that requires being outdoors is a crossing guard. Mabel Jeffrey has been one for 13 years at Southside Elementary in Champaign. She also does the same thing at Robeson. Jeffrey is originally from Mississippi and says this weather is something that takes some time getting used to, but she's learned over the years how to get ahead of these cold snaps, and one of the best ways to do that, she says, is to know exactly what to wear.
Put on 2 layers of clothing and the gloves. I can't fit 2 in here, but your glove, make sure you have hats and scarves on and some good boots on and double your socks and stuff.
That's great advice. Jeffrey says she only spends about 10 to 15 minutes outside at Southside, but it doesn't take long for temperatures like this to do harm. In fact, you can start to get frostbite in less than 10 minutes. And speaking of weather, we'll have more of that coming up next.
Storm Tracker on WCIA 3, sponsored by SK Exteriors. No matter what type of weather is coming, Chief Meteorologist Kevin Livey and his team are ready.
It's still snowing in areas.
We track every storm because no 2 storms are the same.
What are those roads like? But I'm on 74 right now.
And no 2 towns will feel the same impact.
Storms have been tracking into the...
We're always here. SK Exteriors Storm Tracker on WCIA 3.
He's thinking recliner. You're thinking sofa. It's okay. Everyone wins at the President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. Plus, for 3 days only, Saturday through Monday, get incredible doorbuster deals marked way down. The 3-day President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Hello again, Central Illinois. Joe Antol of the Crown Toyota Family Experience here in Decatur. We at the Crown Toyota Family Experience are so excited that it's February, the love month, plus winter's almost over. We at the Crown Toyota Family Experience love selling Toyotas. In order to continue this love, we're carrying an extraordinary inventory in both new and pre-owned to support your needs. Come see us at Pershing and Main here in Decatur or online at crowntoyotafamily.com. Stay tuned for more.
At Ostling & Associates, we handle bankruptcy and only bankruptcy. When you need help, call Ostling & Associates. There's only a $750 fee for single filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Bankruptcy questions? Visit our website at bcyhelp.com. An emergency bankruptcy can stop foreclosures, judgments, repossessions, utility shutoffs, and court proceedings. Call Ostling & Associates with 20 Illinois offices to serve you. Call Ostling & Associates now and stop the collection calls.
Here's the America I know, a country that puts working together ahead of standing apart, where we find common ground to expand health care and build a stronger, fairer economy and save our planet. I'm a problem solver. I build teams. I nurture good ideas. I hold myself accountable for results. It's how I led a complex, diverse city, and it's how I'll unite and lead this country.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
What you're doing
is not just hurting you. It's hurting everyone that loves you. It's impacting them in ways that you cannot imagine. Tobacco didn't just affect me. It affected my children. If you can't make up your mind to quit for yourself, do it for those who love you and who you love.
He's thinking recliner. You're thinking sofa. It's okay. Everyone wins at the President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. Plus, for 3 days only, Saturday through Monday, get incredible doorbuster deals marked way down. The 3-day President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
On the next CI Living, we'll get a sneak peek of Dancing with the Stars at the Springfield Art Association, and we catch up with U of I women's gymnastics coach before their big match against Western Michigan. ILL. See you at 4.
High school sports are back. Join WCIA 3 and honoring our Athlete of the Week. Nominate an outstanding high school student online at WCIA.com. One boy and one girl will win a $500 scholarship.
Sponsored by Loman Ray Insurance Group. WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Ryan Dallas Real Estate.
We're in the single digits right now, but we are expecting to still get into the upper teens here by later on this afternoon for Valentine's Day. And then for the weekend, it'll be much warmer. So while it was definitely very cold this morning, Jen, as you know, standing outside there for your live shots, we do have a big warm up here, at least with compared to these negative numbers we had this morning, 30s and 40s for the weekend. We got rain showers, though, for President's Day. That'll change to a mix by Tuesday.
I feel like I really need it to warm up. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, these 30s and 40s will be nice.
All right, thank you.